Tonight, Spencer Pratt conceding his loss in LA's mayoral race, but saying he's not going anywhere.
And in a new video, he attacked his former opponents and threatened to shake up the race with a secret video of one candidate. CBS LA political reporter Tom Wade is here with some analysis.
Yeah, and I'm sure lots of people tonight trying to guess who that might be and what that video or recording is. We just don't know. So Pratt was pretty quiet over the past week as his lead in the mayor's race disappeared. President Trump even weighed in on the race as well, calling it rigged. Pratt broke his silence today and vowed to tank one of his former opponent's campaigns.
I don't have a campaign laws hamstringing me now. It's war.
From campaign to revenge tour, former LA mayoral candidate Spencer Pratt posting this video on social media, conceding the race but amping up his attacks on his now former mayoral opponents.
This city is a mess, and you're about to reward the arsonist who torched the place with 4 more years of destruction?
Pratt's video is the first we've seen of him since he was knocked out of the November general election. Pratt making clear he's not making a gracious exit from LA politics.
I've been laser focused on stopping these commie animals, and I will stop them. If you think we uncovered a lot of fraud and evil in the campaign, just wait. We have some recordings of one of your exalted candidates doing and saying something that would make her resign in shame. I was saving it for the general election.
The video goes on for almost 3 minutes. Pratt does not parrot any of the baseless conspiracy theories, claiming the election was stolen from him.
It didn't seem that he is making that Trump argument that there's something wrong with the vote, only that he's not going away, and nor are these issues, and he's right about that.
Angelinos are now stuck with 2 morons responsible for all their problems.
For more than a week, Pratt has stayed mostly silent as the votes were counted. On election night, the early return showed he was holding the second spot, enough to carry him to the November general election, but as more ballots turned in on or near election day were counted, along with mail-in ballots, Pratt's lead evaporated, leaving incumbent Mayor Karen Bass and LA City Councilwoman Nithya Raman in the top 2. But clearly Bass and Raman have not heard the last from Pratt.
Unlike other traditional candidates, Spencer Pratt is definitely not going to fade into the shadows. He's making it clear with this video that he is going to continue to inject himself into this conversation.
Pratt still won a significant chunk of votes, more than 216,000. No small feat in a city where registered Republicans only amount to about 15% of voters.
You think your election was going to stop me? If you want to stop me,
you're going to have to kill me!
We reached out to the Bass and Raman campaigns for a reaction to Pratt's video. Raman's team responded saying they have no comment. We've not yet heard back from Bass's team.